Well, hello there, Aries. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your a special reading. This is for the rest of 2023. So we'll take a look at what is left of October, and October is still an important month, even though we only have a week or so left. But we have the full moon in Taurus and a lunar eclipse on October 28th that finishes out eclipse season and helps us to clear out anything that really isn't meant to be on our path, right? In order to give us a fresh start moving into 2024. So we'll take a look at what is left in October as well as November and December, and see what obstacles or areas of resistance are ahead for you in each of those months, as well as advice from Spirit about how you can finish out 2023 in a positive vibration and get ready for a beautiful new year. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what we have on your path. Skunk Spirit, know your worth. I love that. It's also the number 54, and 5 plus 4 equals 9. So I feel like this is something, a lesson maybe you have been learning all of 2023, or maybe even longer than that. But this is a 9, right? This is knowing that you only have a little bit further to go. It's about perseverance. It's about stamina. It's about staying with something because it is helping you to better understand and know that you are worthy of what it is that you want and deserve. And then in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Yeah. So it's kind of like when you understand, like, you know, have you been ever working like on a project or something like that, maybe even something around the house, and it just is taking longer than you ever thought. You know, especially I've renovated a house before, and you know, they always say, you know, double the time, triple the budget. It's that type of energy that whatever you have been working on may have taken quite a bit of time, a lot of you having to overcome obstacles. This could be a health issue because it's with Taurus. It could be a financial issue. It could be even within a relationship. But this is you understanding what has been stopping you from what it is that you truly want. You have the 10 of Cups on the bottom, right? That you're moving towards. You are going to receive exactly what your heart is desiring, the outcome that you are desiring in this situation, and that you are almost there. With the 9, you are almost there. It's only a little bit farther. But it is about refocusing a little bit, perhaps, on what it is that you want, clearing out anything, any mindsets, beliefs, patterns of behavior that perhaps are preventing you from seeing your goal through, right? And then knowing, trusting in yourself, trusting in the divine, that the best outcome is available for you, that it is on its way. Yeah, this is beautiful. Things coming into balance for you with the 6 of Pentacles. You know, understanding the give and take between you and another person, between you and a situation, or even between you and the divine. Understanding that there has to be a balance of giving and allowing. This is a balance between divine masculine and divine feminine. Bringing in that energy helps the flow, okay? So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, have you heard the saying you have to spend money to make money? You know, well, the essence, the spiritual essence behind that is about when we hoard our money, or we hoard our energy or our love or anything like that, that we kind of block anything new from coming in. We have to allow ourselves to give to other people and situations in order to allow new things to come onto our path. And this is the energy that I think you have been working on, okay? So with the know your worth, you could have been kind of like hoarding, protecting yourself. This energy of, no, I'm not letting anybody in, or I'm only going to accept, you know, XYZ, you know, kind of like having high expectations of a situation or a relationship, and confusing that with this is what I deserve. But it's also about recognizing, now wait a minute, what am I putting out? What energy am I putting into this situation or this relationship? That can be what helps the flow to start going again in the situation. Because in October, you have the round and round card. This is kind of coming into a certain situation or relationship and having the same mindset, doing the same thing, but expecting a different result. This is, I think, with this full moon in Taurus, the lunar eclipse on the 28th, you're having some type of epiphany that there has to be more balance. There has to be give and take. And perhaps instead of taking a look, and I know Aries, this may come across a little harsh, but it's kind of like looking at the situation from the other person's point of view. Okay. Now, I recently went through a situation like that where I was kind of like determined, right? No, this is what I want out of this situation, right? And it was a financial matter. So I was really kind of like sticking to my, my expectations of what I wanted and I deserved. And then it was actually my daughter who said, well, how about their perspective of it? And I said, well, their perspective, I really got kind of like, and then she pointed something out to me and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Yes. Because what I didn't realize was that I was getting something, but I hadn't really put value on what they were giving me. Okay. There was something intangible that they were giving me, right? But I was so concentrated on the tangible that I had not considered the worth of something intangible that they were giving me in the negotiation, right? And so all of a sudden it was kind of like, I just relaxed. It was like, yeah, it's more balanced than I thought, right? And suddenly my energy changed. We still went back and compromised a little bit more, right? But suddenly my energy changed. And I feel like that is the situation, is that your obstacle here is the high priestess, is getting into your intuition, kind of trying to see the other perspective of this person. Something is veiled, okay? You're not being able to see it clearly, okay? The high priestess as an obstacle is you can't see something clearly, but coming at this energy or coming at this situation, this relationship with more love, okay, and trying to better understand the other person's perspective or situation or just their perspective, if you can, Aries. And sometimes, it's just kind of like when I talk to my daughter, I was like, I was really kind of worked up about something. And when she kind of pointed something out to me, I was like, oh my gosh, she's right? There's more to the deal than I was at first perceiving, because I was just set on the money aspect of it. Yeah, this is helping you to manifest something, okay, that you have been wanting. So don't feel like you have to throw in the towel. I think that this is something that you've been working on for a very long time, okay? Whether it's a business deal, a relationship, or something, right? It's been a long trek, right? But here's the thing, when you come at it with a new fresh approach, a loving approach, all of a sudden everything flows and you get what it is that you've been trying to manifest. You have the Magician card, right? You're getting exactly what it is that you wanted out of the situation. And once again, when we say exactly, okay, it may not be exactly, right? But it's this energy. In the end, did I get the deal exactly what I wanted? No. But I'm telling you, there was this piece that came across my entire body, okay? Because I was just like, yeah, that's exactly where I need to be. This is for my highest good. Yeah, beautiful energy. Okay, so let's take a look at November, because I think you're coming into November, right? Looking at things in a different way, a change in the wind. When you come back into the situation or relationship, whatever is going on for you, with a sense of love, all of a sudden things change. Here's the Nine of Wands. My goodness. Yeah, this is the same energy, right? When you come into it with an eyes of love, a different perspective, trying to find a win-win solution for everybody in the situation, all of a sudden, right, what has been a long road for you, all of a sudden you see victory. You no longer feel like you have to protect yourself. You no longer feel like, okay, I have to clam up, or I can't, they're saying show all my cards. Yeah, it's the energy of having the victory that you are seeking in a certain situation, and no longer having to feel like you have to protect yourself at every different point of view. This is coming. I think for some of you, this could be a relationship, okay? Because we have the Emperor, the Empress, and the Four of Wands here. This is also perhaps a business partner, or, a really close knit energy here, okay? Soulmate energy. But I think for some of you, it could even be a twin flame energy that you have been blocking, okay? And I'm going to say this in a very loving way, Aries, because you felt like you were protecting yourself, that you deserved something, okay? But there's a piece of this puzzle that you're missing. Just like in my negotiations, I wasn't valuing something that somebody else was offering me. I didn't see the value in it. I was concentrating on what I deserved and what I wanted, but I didn't realize that the other person was actually offering me something, more something that was really valuable to me, but that I was just taking for granted, okay? And that is what you're understanding. You're blocking your own success in this situation, whatever this is. You're blocking your own success because you're not allowing yourself to take a look at all the moving pieces, if you will. And when you take a look at all the moving pieces and the worth of all the moving pieces, okay, the value that is bringing to you, all of a sudden the floodgates open and everything works out for you. Because here in December, we have exchanging gifts, and this is the give and take, having this balance of give and take in this relationship or situation. It feels more like a relationship, but it could be a business relationship, but the balance is restored in this energy. And you're seeing, okay, you're shining a light on the things that you were kind of like attached to a certain outcome, attached to getting your way in some way. The other person, I feel like, is too, Aries. So don't mistake what I'm saying. I think both of you have, but it's kind of like shining a light on what has prevented this energy of, okay, we both have the truth that you have about the situation, the truth that the other person has about the situation, both of them are true. But this is the energy of being able to shift both of your perceptions so that you can see, okay, what it is that you're meant to see in this situation. Yeah, there are things that you don't see at this time. You're not seeing all of it, okay? So allowing yourself to kind of open your mind. Yeah, knowing that you have to kind of like, you have to do something different, Aries. Okay, you have to drop the burden of thinking you can stay on the same path. You have to end some part of this. You have to give. It's not necessarily that you have to give more, okay? I really feel like it's just my situation where as soon as I recognized the worth of something that they were offering me, and I just didn't take it for granted. This is the energy of somebody, and it could be both sides, it could be the person that you're dealing with, understanding that even those intangible things have value to them, right? Our time has value. Our timing has value, okay? And that was the situation for me. It was about the timing, right? It wasn't the time I was putting into it. It was the timing of when things are going to happen. And I just assumed that was yeah, I should get that. And then when my daughter pointed out, no, that you're not going to get that from everyone, Mom. And I was like, yeah, she's kind of right. Then you can step back into being the leader and kind of like step back into your own power with the situation. Yeah, really kind of interesting. I feel like you're getting what it is that you want. I feel like you have a very happy ending in this situation. It may turn out a little bit differently than you thought, but you are going to get what it is that you have been fighting for a very long time, right? Very long time. Okay, so let's pull a Soul Truth card for you for some final advice. And Aries, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I even have a special personalized end of 2023 reading. I'll link that in the description box below too. If you're interested, I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right. Am I letting fear stop me? Yeah. You know, I'll have to admit, I mean, going back to my own personal situation, I was letting fear stop me. I was overly trying to protect myself, right? I didn't want to be taken advantage of. and I was really standing my ground. I did not want to be taken advantage of. And therefore, I was focusing just on the tangible instead of also the intangible. Because the tangible is something that we can count, right? Whether that's time, money, or whatever, we can count it. Okay. So I was concentrating on that because then I was like, okay, well, you know, tit for tat, right? I could count that. In this situation, I think it is stepping into the energy of recognizing there are intangible things that maybe we can't count. We can't necessarily put a price tag on, but that they are worth something to us. So let's see what you have. Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable, but it's up to you to see that by taking action. Today, be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. Yeah, it's you stepping into the energy of being your own hero. If you think about it, a hero is not stubborn, right? A hero is powerful, but a hero isn't stubborn. A hero understands that everybody has their own perception of situations and it doesn't have to be right. This is the energy of, okay, I'm allowing myself to give up the need to either be right or to feel like my perspective is the only perspective, right? In order to allow the flow, the success to come in this situation. Yeah, really beautiful energy, Aries. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.